Hello everyone, I'm Jeff Standley with Standley Handcrafted, and we have another fragrance oil review holiday edition. Now I just did one a couple days ago and I wanted to do another one, and obviously I'm doing these videos back to back because I'm still wearing the exact same clothes, but I wanted to get some of these out as quick as possible for the holiday season. I'm doing another 3 oils from Candle Science, and these are, again, 3 bangers that you have to get. All 3 of these oils are extremely nice. They sell extremely well, and I'm gonna go through and talk about each one of them. And the oils that we're gonna be doing today are Apple Harvest, Pumpkin Souffle, and Toasted Pumpkin Spice. Now 2 of these are oils, the Apple Spice and the Pumpkin Souffle. I've been making candles with these oils for the last couple years. They do extremely well, and the newest one in this batch is gonna be the Toasted Pumpkin Spice, which I just started doing last year and again this year. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into these. I'm gonna talk about each one of these, and we'll go ahead and throw it up on the rating system, or the rating system that I have for these oils, and kind of talk about why I like each one of these. All right, so the first one here is gonna be the Apple Harvest, and it says on the website, our Apple Harvest is true, ripe apple fragrance combined with bright fruit notes and just a touch of spice. It has a year-round appeal, but especially nice around apple picking time. Apple Harvest may be the apple scent you didn't know you needed, but can't live without. This fragrance is infused with natural essential oils, including cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, orange, and cedarwood. And the note profile on this one, the top note is orange peel, cinnamon, nutmeg, the middle is apple, and the base is clove and vanilla. Now this is, like I said in the last video, I definitely have some top scents. Apple Harvest is easily in my top 5 going through fall and winter. It's an extremely nice scent. You get the apple from it. It's not overpowering, but you know exactly what it is when you walk into a room. You definitely get the clove and the apple probably out of everything in this one. The cinnamon and the nutmeg are a little bit more, the nutmeg definitely is a little bit more kind of subtle, whereas the cinnamon, you definitely get the spice. Like it says in the description, you get a little bit of spice with this one. The cinnamon definitely brings that out. And then for me, the vanilla in this one, it's a base note in this one, but it definitely comes off a little bit more light to me. Like I said, the apple, the clove definitely stand out far and above any of the other scents in this one. And as far as like an apple type scent, this is easily my favorite one. I've tried the hot apple pie, the baked apple pie, or whatever that one is. And then of course the candied apple, I've tried that one. That one's definitely a different tone on apple than kind of the apple pie and the Apple Harvest. But that's another one that does really well. But the Apple Harvest for me stands far and above any of the other apple fragrances that are out there. This one does extremely well every time I take it to a market. Again, every time I put it on the website. And if I was gonna put it on the rating system, if you take 12 of these to a market, you're gonna easily sell 11 and 12. And it's pretty much gonna be the same with any of the oils that I have here right now. I put just the biggest sellers for me in this list in the previous video as well. But like I said, this one you're easily gonna sell 11 or 12. It's a very easy scent for people to pick up on. It's not gonna hit too much of a niche like some winter or kind of baking scents will do. This one really covers all bases for a lot of people, even people who don't like bakery type scents or food type scents. Apple Harvest is definitely one that kind of crosses those lines and people do like. And I think the reason it does that is because you definitely get a little bit more of apple, spice, clove in that one, whereas you don't get into like a bake. People don't walk into a kitchen like the banana nut bread and think something is cooking. This one definitely doesn't come off like a cooking type scent or somebody's baking something, but it kind of touches on that for people who do like food scents, but it kind of gets out of those, it kind of colors outside the lines for a baking type scent. You definitely pick up the apples and the cinnamon, which just smells really nice, which is why I think people outside of the food category tend to like it as well. So jumping into the next one is the Toasted Pumpkin Spice. Now this is a new one for me. I just started selling it at the end of last year, and I've been selling it this year. This one, the Toasted Pumpkin Spice, comforting and sweet with just the right amount of spice. Our Toasted Pumpkin Spice fragrance oil will remind you of autumn festivals, pumpkin carving, and bonfires. Tasty top notes of cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove give way to middle accords of silky buttercream and pumpkin. A base of smoked embers and vanilla gives the scent a warm twist on a classic fall fragrance. A great choice for mid to market upscale candle lines for autumn. This fragrance is infused with natural essential oils, including clove leaf, cedarwood, cypress, elemi, cinnamon bark, and olibanum. I have no idea how to pronounce that. The note profile on this one, the top notes are clove, cinnamon, and nutmeg. The middle is pumpkin and buttercream, and the base is smoke and vanilla. Now for this one, this is one that really jumped out to me, especially when you go to some of the pumpkin scents. I've got probably 4 or 5 in my collection. This is easily, along with the pumpkin caramel crunch that is also from Candle Science. This one I actually think stands out a little bit more. I like this one a little bit more. And for me, this one, a lot of different notes pop out with this one. The pumpkin and the buttercream for sure. The vanilla definitely stands out. And surprisingly, you do get a little bit of a smoke in this one. But the nice thing about the smoke is it's not overpowering. A smoke type scent or a fireside type scent, those can definitely get overpowering very fast. If you add too much of them, it can really overpower the rest of the oils or the kind of the notes that are in that one. Whereas this one just adds a real nice base. You can smell it in the background, but it's not overpowering. And then of course you do get a little bit of the cinnamon and the nutmeg. The clove probably stands out a little bit more than the cinnamon and the nutmeg. But overall this one, it definitely has probably the strongest out of any of these, the real cooking type scent. You walk into a place, it definitely smells like somebody's making something toasted pumpkin. And again, the best part about this one is it's an extremely good seller, extremely strong seller. And when I put these on the website or I take them to a market, they definitely sell through the roof. It's an easy seller. And this one, again, if you were to take 12 of these to a market, I think you would easily sell 10 to 12 of these. It's gonna be in the upper range of the 12. It does extremely well. And the nice thing about this one is people who tend to not like pumpkin spice, this one I think kind of crosses the lines, along with the apple harvest, where it crosses the line between like food type scents and non-food type scents. The pumpkin spice, the toasted pumpkin spice for me definitely crosses those lines where you're definitely going to pick up the people who love pumpkin spice anything, but even people who don't like pumpkin spice but they kind of like pumpkin, this one kind of hits that note where it's a little sweeter. It definitely gets more into the baking type scent. But again, another strong oil. This is definitely one of my new favorites kind of coming into the fall and winter time, and easily one that you should have in your collection. All right, so the last one here, I'm going to be talking about pumpkin souffle, and like I said, all 3 of these are incredibly good sellers. This is probably the one for me personally that I don't care for, but the reason it's in here is because it's a strong seller. And that's exactly what I wanted to put in here. And another reason, and something else that I kind of emphasize in the videos, is it really doesn't matter what I think or what you think personally of a scent. If you're in a business, you definitely want to have oils that are going to be attractive to clients, customers, or anybody coming in. And this is one of those. While it may not be a scent that I burn in my house, I make it every single year, and I've made it for years because it's an extremely good seller. So jumping into this one, Pumpkin Souffle, a true-to-life fragrance bursting with fresh pumpkin, mouth-watering notes of brown sugar, molasses, and spices complete this irresistible bakery fragrance. Our best pumpkin fragrance for soy candles. This oil is infused with natural essential oils, including nutmeg and cinnamon leaf. Now for this one, the top notes on this one are ginger, allspice, and cinnamon. The middle notes are pumpkin, brown sugar, and nutmeg. And the base is clove, molasses, and vanilla. Now see, for me, first smelling this one, I actually like it quite a bit, but the more I smell it, and especially going over into candles, I pick it up a lot more than I do in the bottle. When you burn this one has kind of a back-end spice note that me personally, I can't handle. I don't like it. I definitely get like that real dry feeling in the back of my nose and the back of my throat. It kind of makes me stop and catch my breath a little bit. But having said that, everybody loves this scent. Like I said, it's an extremely good seller. You definitely get a lot of different ones coming out of this one. The clove, the molasses, the vanilla, the pumpkin. I don't know that I get too much brown sugar out of this one. Maybe a little bit, like if you were to heat brown sugar up and it starts to kind of throw off that fragrance, you definitely get a little bit of that. But the nutmeg and the ginger, I think, kind of fall to the background a little bit on this one. And I wish I could pick up that. I don't know exactly what spice is in the background, but it's almost a little bit more of a dry scent. But like I said, like when I first pick up the bottle and smell it, I really like it. But the more I smell it, I start to pick up that dry scent in the background. But again, it really doesn't matter what I think, because when I take this to a market, it sells 12 out of 12. Everybody loves this scent. People love pumpkin spice. It comes off really strong. It fills a room. So like I said, if I'm gonna take this one to a market, putting it on the rating system that I had, you take 12 of these to a market, you're gonna sell all 12 without fail. This one does extremely well and is easily, just like the other two, one that you should definitely have in your collection, especially if you're gonna have some type of a pumpkin spice scent in this one. Now, the only thing I would say on this one, it says it comes off more as like a bakery type scent. I don't know that I would classify this as a bakery type scent. I mean, obviously I can see why it would be, just with the vanillas, the pumpkins and everything in there. Somebody who comes in could definitely pick it up as baking something with pumpkin, but to me it definitely comes across more of like a pumpkin scent rather than like something baking. You don't get that, I don't pick up that sweetness from it, and I think that's where a little more of the spices come into this one, so it's more of a spice type scent for me than it would be like a bakery type scent. But when it comes down to it, it's just another strong seller, just like all three of these. And I will include links to every single one of these oils in the video description down below. They're all at Candle Science. These are oils that they always keep in stock, so definitely reach out there if you're still looking for a good holiday or haul. So definitely jump over there if you're looking for a good fall or holiday type scent. These are definitely three that you should check out. And now that the holiday season is here and it's definitely peak candle season, I'm gonna try to do a few more of these fragrance oil reviews. So if you've got any oils that work for you, please let me know in the comments down below. I'll try to review those on the channel. I've got like 100 oils downstairs, so it's most likely an oil that I have in stock and I can actually do. If it's not one that I have in stock, I definitely wanna get out, try it, and review it for people. If you do have any of these scents, please let me know in the comments down below. Let me know which ones you like, which ones you don't like, and how well they sell for you. And of course, you can follow me on any of the social media platforms that I've listed down below. My website, Facebook, Instagram. I've got my phone number that you can text me questions to. That number is 253-303-7968. So please jump over, send me a question. I will say it does take me a little while to get back to some of these because I do have a lot of people messaging me on that one, but I definitely try to go through. I've been very good about getting back to every single text message. So it may take me a day or two to get back, but I will respond to you. And of course, give the video a like. It helps move the videos up in the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching.